back, I was doing a little behemoth action. I think I was telling everyone how great it is to do this low-level grind for the behemoth. The reason why it's so great, you don't need to expend a lot of resources. Once you build your base, you get your turrets down, turrets do the work, right? Easy. Low-level grind, perfect. Once you get up there in levels, which is what I'm going to be showing us today, hopefully I won't die too many times, we're going to do the Monongah run. But I do owe some apologies first. So first I'd like to apologize to the workers at Monongah because I had previously stated that grinding the behemoth is the best way to level up, and I would like to recant that statement because the Monongah workers, they work so hard, you know, making that plant happen for us, and you know, all the things that they do. So my apology and my sincerest regards to their families, and then also the families living in Monongah City, of course. You know, I appreciate being able to bring them power on a routine basis. I don't mind doing a little upkeep now and again at the Monongah power plant. I know they like the assistance, so if you have a little free time, go and donate your time at Monongah. They could use the help. That being said, it's a great way to earn experience. It's not really a low level thing though. It is more of those moderate levels. You have to have equipment, you have to have ammo, you need to be able to run through it. If you don't have stim packs, well, you're gonna lose the fights. So there's all these little factors. Whereas here, this guy just pops a couple of shots off, right? And run away, let your turrets do the work. So this is the low level grind. Get some melons. If you don't know about melons, they give you food and water. It's a pretty good low-level food. My high-level character is mutated and has carnivore, so I don't even eat vegetables. Good. Forgot to get well rusted. My bad. I recommend you guys check out that video. I know you can't see my side of things, but Warlord Nero and I did a pretty good one. We talk about a lot of different factors, how to set up your base, things to do with this behemoth. So check that video out. Alright, right now we are going to go to Monongah, which this character hasn't even discovered. So let's just start here. If you have Fraternity Row, which you should have for doing some quests, easy area, that's going to be your closest area to walk over to Monongah. So that being said, having not discovered it, means that this character hasn't even done one run of Monongah, which doesn't surprise me. I would also, I'm just going to plug right now, this is my third character. My very first character is retired at this point. I did a horrible job at designing the face, and I hate loading that character because of the load picture, just solely because of that. Looks like a monster alien creature. I was just trying to play the game, so I just accepted it and moved on with my life. Should have chosen a stock face. That thing is hideous. You know, these choices that you make, you never know how long they will impact you, right? And you're just making a character, play your game, and then bam, your character is hideous, and you have to look at that face all day long, every day. Yeah, nobody wants a hideous character. Okay, well, while this game is loading, you know, I'm gonna throw out another apology there. I owe an apology to Bethesda that I said that server hopping to defeat a single monster mob is the best way to level up in their game. So I apologize to Bethesda. I know that you didn't intend that to be the best way to level in your game. I don't know if it really is the best way, but it is an easy way. So thank you for supplying us with an easy way, maybe the best way. I'm not sure if it's the best way. It might be, it might not be. So again, I apologize. And while I am lagging and apologizing, hopefully I'm not dying to these level 3 barrels. Keep running and hope that I live. Maybe I'll jump a little bit. And I never knew to apologize for lagging. I'm gonna not do that anymore. Sorry guys. Sorry, not sorry, because I'm not apologizing for nothing. Just lagged me. Look at that. Look at that lag. Well, Monongah Run will be impossible like this, and I may have to cancel again. So if you feel like throwing some monetization my way, that would be excellent, because I could use a faster internet speed. I need more money for that, so if you have some money to throw at me, or better yet, I could use a job. Because, you know, video games are fun, but you gotta make the money. I have art for sale. You want to buy some art? You don't. But if you do want to buy some art, which you don't want to buy art, but just in case you do want to buy art, I do have art for sale. I'm just gonna ignore these guys. You're doing ship damage. Maybe I'm not right with these guys. What we got here? More lag. Too many mobs for the lag. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna let myself die here. Hey, yo. Let's see here. These guys. Here it is. Okay, let's see if this can calm down just a tick. Let me make a few adjustments over here, sip my coffee, and I will continue on this mission. Okay. Alright, well, while I'm waiting for things to cool down. Did I already apologize to the families in Monongah City? I think I did. You know, they do so much for us. Feeding the workers in Monongah and making sure that they're happy and doing their job. You know, support your troops. I mean, in these days, if you're alive, you're obviously fighting a good fight. Federals running around in the scorched. I mean, it's a dangerous world out in Iceland. We need all the help we can get. Alright, looks like things have cooled down, evened out. Now I got a scorched on me, huh? Let's see if bats will take care of this. No? I'm gonna die. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta go far before you. Sweet. So this character is not mutated, and that is not for lack of trying, it's just a level thing. If you're mutated, you gotta be a 32, 35. There's a couple of sets. At this point, I already have starched jeans, which is what keeps your mutations, but you gotta wait out for the level 40 cards that come around that reduce the negative effects of mutations, otherwise you just run into a bunch of negative effects. That being said, if I really wanted to, I could get marsupial and jump around like a bunny. The point is you jump high, and you but you lose like 20 carry weight, I think. So reduce that. 5, I think. This is the negative effects by 75%. So much better losing only 5 carry weight than 20. But again, the height jump, I mean, maybe you need a few less bullets when you can jump out of enemy's reach. You tell me. Train station? Alright, where am I? I've been trying to run to Monongah, and it looks like I went the wrong direction, so that's fun. I'm gonna say it's not my fault for not checking the map and not looking at which direction I should be running, because I got distracted by all these guys. That's what it is. Yeah, shut up. Well, I guess to kill a little bit more time, I'll try this again, see if I don't get mobbed. I am doing a strength shotgun heavy gunner build on this character. I did shotguns first because they're cheap, affordable, easy to find, pick up as you level up. The struggle for low level characters is in choosing weapons and trying to decide, well, you know, what per cards to level up. And what I would say is, if you don't know what build you're going to do, level up other per cards that are not weapons, or level up things that reduce weights, or, you know, whatever. Just stuff that isn't damage based. You know, if you know you're going to build a sniper build, by all means start leveling that sniper from level 1, you know, because you can't go wrong with the sniper build. It's not the strongest build in the game, but it is a strong build. If you want to be top dog, you need an automatic weapon. You either need to go, you know, auto rifles, or you need to go heavy gunner. So, all right, paying attention to the direction this time. Need to go east, just to the right on a map. Sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. I hope you already knew that. Okay. Yeah. There we go. One guy. 2 guys. We just need to destroy them before I circle back. I will be reviewing this and seeing, and if this is too laggy, then we'll just take the video down. But if it's laggy, not too laggy, I'll leave it up for your enjoyment. Oh, streamer life. So they say, well, maybe they don't say it, but I'm saying it right now. So I say, I'm not talking to no one. I'm just talking to myself. Yep, so that's my joke. Okay, how close are we at? Not even. Speed this up. So when they released this game, they were talking about how the world map is 4 times bigger than in Fallout 4. And as much as it is, probably, I mean, I didn't measure it, I'm taking their word for it, but it probably is 4 times bigger. The thing is, you don't really feel that because of fast traveling.
What? Who's there?
You can fast travel and skip so many places. You know, if you had to pay more caps to fast travel, that would make more sense. You know, I'm not saying to raise it. I really don't want them to do that. It's not about cap cost anyway. It's about convenience. You know, everyone's going to pay whatever caps it costs. Don't raise the caps, please. But if I could have just fast traveled to this, then I wouldn't have experienced those mobs and the lag. and I would probably just be lagging over here instead. We're getting close though. Check it out. This is the wrong side of Monongah. This is not where you spawn in when you're doing a warp run. You actually come from the south side over here. So just for the purposes of right now, I think I'm gonna not care about that. That's just where you spawn. South side, that means then this is the first cooling tower you want to do. Is the south cooling tower. So we're gonna listen to this guy talk for a second.
Attention customers! Monongah Power Plant has experienced an unexpected failure. We apologize for the inconvenience. Rest assured that our maintenance crews are working hard to minimize the outage and safely restore power. Based on current projections, most customers should expect power to be restored by...
Alright, so at this level, I really highly recommend that you focus on killing enemies. You can start repairing pipes. I probably should have been doing that, but the whole thing is, if I'm running around taking damage, then I'm gonna have a hard time, you know. And if I could just get a little bonus experience for killing the enemies, you're good to go. You can jump on top of pipes and run around like this, or you can run around on the other tracks. I recommend you check out my fastest video for doing this. I highlight the best way to run this. If you really want to just grind to be a better yourself. What I do is I love the enemies and just activate Monongah. Usually then I take over a workshop. You know, let's say you're low on power cores, you get more, right? So you go and do the Monongah workshop. But instead of paying for a generator, which is easy and fast, and if you're in a hurry, do that. Instead of doing that, power up Monongah, use the Monongah power source. Much better. So the last thing you want to do before you leave the cooling tower, you know, because we're not talking about doing this the fastest you can do. We're talking about getting it done. All right, leveling up. You listen for the hiss. You can hear it. It goes away. You know, sometimes it makes that little whistly sound as you're closing it up. But the whole point is you can walk around and you don't hear any damage. Now I hear that damage. Now I can see that damage. That's the last one, so get out of here. To the next cooling tower. I have become accustomed to running around this back way, but without marsupial, it doesn't really look as impressive. We'll do it anyway. So you come down here, you can pretend to leap over this truck. Yeah. That we can jump. Can't even jump on top of a barrel. Or maybe can only jump on top of a barrel. Either way, it'll. You see the progress bars on the right. It shows that it's almost full, but that is not. It fills up before all of these. It lets you do like, I don't know, 70%, 80%. And then for bonus, you finish fully repairing. I think I went into detail about this in my Monongah video, but what you want to look for.
Cooling system repaired.
Is the best experience. I believe they give you more for that. I've tested it a few different times. I've tried fully repairing only parts of it, and in my tests, I found that I got the most really easy short run. I mean, honestly, I don't even get lost in Monongah anymore. So if you see me almost die, but then not die, and you know you hear that sound effect, you see the little animation, that is the serendipity. I'll take a look at it in a second. But what it does is when you are low on health, if you take critical or lethal damage, instead of dying, you do this cool little rubber thing, and your body like melts to the side, and the bullet goes past you instead. So you don't take that damage, you know, and then you stay alive. That card is achievable at low levels. I think like level 15 you can get it, and honestly, it'll save your life. It may be the strongest card in the game, hands down, just because of the ability to save you when you least suspect it. And then also at max level, I think it's a 45% chance. Let's take a look at it. What do I got? So, real quick, got my strength, got my perception. Luck, of course, luck is good. So I'm running through hiker and I've got an unused point. I'm gonna put action girl on. It's a good one. Born survivor is great. It helps save your bacon too, actually. Let's do that one. There's a sprinting one, not gun runner. There's one that's related to sprinting. It makes you go faster. I use that for my fastest run, by the way. So I could get search genes. Serendipity. So this is only a level 1 card, but it's, you know, while below 30% health, which is still a lot of health, you know, there's a 15% chance to avoid damage, and it just goes up to 45%. You know, it's still always while under this certain percent health. So when you see stats like this where one does not change and the other does, that means then that using the lowest card is in essence as beneficial as using the highest level. Obviously you're going to get a better chance at the highest level, but because it's always under 30% health, then it doesn't matter if you have a 15% or a 45%, the trade-off is the points. So if you only want to spend 1 point on that card, you've already seen it. It saved my bacon at least twice in this video. You know, so if you want to come back and you want to argue with me, it's like, oh, the third level one, I mean, that's the way to go. Well, you just saw it in this video. My bacon saved twice, if not 3 times at least. You've seen a 15% chance. How many times has it no, reload light. Another thing that you have to get when you're doing speed it should reload faster.
Generator system repaired.
You'll obviously run faster. I think you might even eat and drink faster too, but don't quote me on that. That's a joke. Yeah, still not sure if I like the combat shotgun or action. What I don't like is getting hit by mole miners. So this is why I have even for me, you know, I've died a couple times. It's taken several shots. Switch my back targeting to headshot too, that would help. Let's check this guy. Here's another bonus to shotguns. Hey, all the mole miners run around with shotguns too, so when you do this event, you're likely to get 3 different types of enemies. You're either going to get mole miners, you're either going to get robots, or you're going to get the super mutants. If you get mole miners, you're in luck, because they're a little bit easier to kill than the super mutants or the robots, to be honest. I think that they have changed some of the level scaling. So for me loading this area, I'm getting level 14 enemies. If this were my high level character, I think they would be high level enemies. So don't quote me on that, just keep an eye out on it. Because if you're a low level, you run into, so like this guy's level 32. You know, he is the level I'm at. If he was level 50, level 60, I probably wouldn't want to take him on so handmade, not automatic, so I can use my single shot rifle perks. Low on shots. They can walk upstairs. I don't know where he went. Let's go for pump back. Let's give this one a shot. Just double check here. I've got scatter shot. Okay. Like I'm still not reloading fast enough, but you know what? I don't want to target how slow it is. So. Okay, let me go back to target practice. So I just mashed the enter button when I go through this, and then hit tab a bunch. I pretty much button smashed that. This is a well-placed activate button, which is E for me. Might be different. Wow, that's close. Hope that shows up in the video. Okay, so this is the last room. This is definitely the smallest, easiest area to just get through. It also has the high-level enemies. So. One rule is not I'm gonna try and hide because don't notice that I'm picking up radiation. Got a hazmat suit, so I just exchanged my armor for no radiation now. In this room, that can be necessary. I like the Somerset Special, it's a good gun. Don't have my rataways on a hotkey for this character. So unprepared. This character Okay. So this is why I run past everything here. Fighting them, these resources, pain in the butt.
All systems green. Standing by to restart.
Alright, this is a good place to kind of kick it if you need to get up and out quick. Never mind, that's a terrible place to kick it. I just showed you, that's what I was saying, I wanted to show you how bad it is of an idea to stand there. Don't do that. So now that I've shown you where not to stand, let me show you how to finish this thing. Hey, that's a cool picture I did not take, but I like it. Oh, now I discover. Oh, it was the plant yard, wasn't it? Okay, so here we are. Shoot. So there's two ways in, but I'm gonna just jump in this first door because I think if I had tried to run past those letters to the other doorway, that guy would have caught up with me and killed me. He might still catch up with me. I don't know why enemies follow you through doors. I appreciate that aspect, but I don't know why sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. It just is kind of random. This one probably will. Sounds like it. Whoa. Is that the legendary that just a gold legendary. Okay, well, that's two in a row, huh? So I'm going to say that if you're level 35, this run might be too tough for you. I utilized it, I'm gonna say between 40, maybe 45 once I'm mutated, right? 45 and 70. The scaling on experience in this game is pretty awesome. When you're low level, you go to the Scorch Queen event. You really don't get much experience, though it's a lot of experience. When you're a high level character, you get more experience. And that scaling obviously has to do with what level you are. I'm sure that the amount of damage you do will influence it a little bit, although I know you can just chip hit enemies, and then if someone else kills them, you still get all the experience. So it could use a little tinkering. I mean, if somebody wants to shoot me some stats or do a video on it, by all means, you're more than welcome to. I'm sure people would appreciate that information. You know, we all want to know how our game interacts and how to level the fastest. That's something that everyone should be interested in. If you're not interested in leveling, I don't know what you're doing playing the game. Just running around griefing people? Are you a griefer? Do you like to grief? If you do, come grief me. I'll welcome it. But you can't grief me. But this is not an invitation for out-of-game hostility either. When I'm talking to you griefers, nobody should have to put up with that. But if you want to grief me in game, yes, by all means, bring it on. You want to come try to troll me at my base? You want to fight me in my workshops? I'm ready. This guy, however, this character, no, not so ready. You'd have a fun time picking on this guy. Try getting a high level out, and then you wouldn't have so much. Maybe you guys have a fun time with or you want to do what I'm doing, just grind some events. Okay, so back to that area. It looks like I did not fully repair this zone. So let's get to it. Fully repair the reactor system. What did I miss? Fortunately, at some point, at some point, it just lets you see where highlights the things that you missed. Let's get some rat away. Should have had that. So you see now it's my number 8 on my hotkey. Oh, well, maybe that was affecting me. But yeah, so no armor. So we've got that pipe up there, and that unit right there. And so what I can do is I can run to this unit, jump off of the rail down to here, hopefully, and then run out. Alright, here we go. Nope, that's the wrong unit. This way. This unit. These guys are gonna kill me if just a lot of E mashing. And then struggling to live, get into this room. The enemies are following you. Do not, I repeat, do not run to this door and pretend like you can open this door and get out of here before they kill you. I have died so many times in this chamber right here. So many times. If you don't like dying, play the wrong game. But yeah, that's that chamber. So what you really want to do is, like I did, you got to close that door before you try to keep moving on. Kill the enemies.
Attention customers,
Like,
power has been restored.
now,
If you experience any further interruptions, please contact the Monongah Power Service hotline. Thank you, and have a nice day.
you, Mr. Operator. Serendipity action and so I can tell you that there's no quick way out when you don't have one. So just lose and more damage. Why did I use it? You can't really spray and pray with the shotgun. There we go. When all else fails, just set yourself on fire. That worked. Happy day, and I didn't kill myself doing that. Amazing. Okay, let's check something real quick. We are at, where are we at? 40 minutes. It's taking me 40 minutes to get through this event, level 35. So if you saw my 5-minute video, I mean, I didn't die until after I which I saw that. But it's just run through it, hit the buttons, ignore the enemies, get it done, 5 minutes, and you get the experience, and you relog and do it again. I don't really feel like doing that right now. I don't want to relog. But if you are checking this video out, you're wondering about this, the best way to escape in a pinch especially is this hole right here. And there's a door right there. You can go right out. It's perfect. It's a perfect setup. I have no marsupial though, so I have to go the lame way. So you can go up these stairs and just go around this corner and get to the same door. That's an elevator shaft. Don't know. Here's your hole. Here's your door. It says roof access, but I don't believe them. It's kind of like a middle roof access. Yeah, you could get to the roof, sure. Well, it's more like if you had a 5-story house, this is the 3rd story. If you had a 3-story house, this might also be the 3rd story. I'll let you do the math on that one. Okay, so I just activated Mononga, and that means then this workshop is primed and ready. Now, I don't know if I'm going to die with this jump. Not even close. Didn't even take damage. So there's usually 3 they do run away. So usually there's a guy here, there's a guy there, and then that first one that was over there on the other side of those electric things. I'm not getting a hit on this workshop though. It still says clear the enemies. Well, it doesn't actually say that, does it? So this investigate the house is a really fun event. Maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. But it's the Vox event where you go around with a syringer, you shoot enemies, and they talk at you. It's humorous, for sure. But I've seen some videos where people were testing that out, and they tried other enemies as part of the quest line, and they didn't get any results. So if Bethesda, if you're listening, put those clips in, make it so that we can shoot the Scorched Queen or like Behemoth or anything outside of the quest line. To be honest, we would take it. We would like it. People already tried it. Just update that. Send a little blurb and be like, and you know, because you want us to redo the event, right? So why do you limit us that we can only shoot the same 3 enemies every single time? You know, you could vary it up. You could allow us to choose. I mean, I'm just saying there's options. You know, you don't need to be so linear with your programming. Like, you do this event and you have to do the same 3 enemies every time instead, because you know a lot of players we like to server hop and do the same events because they're fun events and the game is fun. We like to play it, obviously, but you know, it can get monotonous or boring. If you like base building, you might like this game. You might like this game a lot, actually. There's a lot of base building. So I got my blueprints here. I love this starter blueprint. Just get this little, you get your foundation piece, staircase, floor up here. So really helps speed up the process to get things started. And then from here you can just customize whatever you need to. Alright, so what I'm going to do is set up a kill box. Card on. I have not set my perk cards on this character yet. I did mod. If you're seeing some funny looking things there, you're just tuning in. I'm running 2 different mods right now. I'm running an inventory management system that shows weights and has a couple of scrolling options. Here, I'll show you. So like an aid, I can hit this button and look at just food, water, and then this star, food star. That is, but I don't need that because it's always dead. Chems. And so these subcategories are great. Bethesda, you should just make it a part of your game. Seriously, we need more inventory management skills, skill-based things. Spoiled. You don't want to eat spoiled. Oh, I just ate that. You don't want to eat spoiled things. You can get diseases that way. So best to avoid. Okay, so here's the defend event, and I was going to show you setting up a kill box here. I need to go to the defense next to turrets and traps. Here, defense. So these are very useful. You can see the cost right there, and I highly recommend getting contractor to reduce the cost of things. So you put these down. I've seen some other people do some similar things. But basically what happens is the enemies spawn in this zone, and you wall it all off, and the enemies get killed in this zone. It's not rocket science, to be honest. If you don't already have this idea on your own, then here it is for you. Take this idea and use it. It's a good one. So we have red scorpions. Oh, that's awesome. Did you see that cool glitch where he's like floating in the ground? Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how much of a pain in the butt it is to fight enemies that are glitching. Let's get some turrets though. I like the red turrets. So they do spawn right there in that zone. If you're looking at turrets, where to set your turrets up, that's the spot. You can put them on a lot of these areas. You can get turrets, there's like a weird edge right there you can put them on. So you have options, but like that's, why do that? You know, just set up some floors, have an easy time placing your turrets, you don't have to get super creative and crafty. So I did contest, some of you might know, I did contest Lore Spade or I did contest them over here, and I saw they had a tricky place to put their turrets, and I'm gonna share that with you guys. So shout out to the Force Fade and Tucker right here. This little spot here, turret right there. Then I'm also a fan of these shotgun turrets. I think that they do a tremendous job at creating enemies. I'll talk about it again. So now that I've jumped in my toolbox, how do I get out? I love this one. Not dying. I don't know that glitch, but at least I got some experience for it. Stingers give you acid, you want that. Oh, that was only wave 1 of 3, by the way. Look at that. Alright, let's get some more defensive stuff. So yeah, I don't really want to fight that sort of armor on. That does not sound like a good time. What I am going to do is I'm going to hang out now and see if I get some hits and some experience on this. Honestly, you get chip experience for building. Great, but this like like it's super slick. Let's get that down. Let's get well rested, huh? Why do I want to be well rested, you might ask? Well, it's that bonus experience. I believe it's 5%. That can add up. Over time, it adds up a lot. And, you know, I built turrets. Let the turrets do the work. Win-win. This event will prolong itself for as long as needed. So. You can leave the area and come back, and the event might still be going. If I do leave, I risk the enemies taking over my workshop, and then when I come back, you cannot build and leave for the enemies. So, I have a couple of different ideas about what to do with those situations and how to handle it. With super high level characters, like let's say you're running around level 200, okay, and you take over a workshop for the resources. Well, defend events are not below you, but they might be below you, if you get what I'm saying. You know, you're never above defending your workshop, but let's just say you're out doing something else. Doesn't matter what. You're doing something, you need to defend your workshop, okay? So you go to defend it. You get there, and what do you find? You find 3 waves of rad rats. Or mole rats. Who cares? They both suck. You don't want to fight 3 waves of that, right? So you have a choice. Now, you either stick around and fight it, or leave. Now, why would you want to leave? Well, let me tell you. You leave, you let the enemies take your workshop, you come back. Now, instead of 3 waves of rad rats or mole rats, you now have one wave, 1 set of enemies to kill. So you just saved yourself time. The other thing you can do is you can run around and collect everything while there are enemies present. You just can't build. So you don't even have to take your workshop back. You can just loot everything and leave. You can move on. Because there might be something more important to do. Like base building or whatever, you know. Okay. So, I think I mentioned it about fighting enemies that are glitching or whatever, and this is what I'm talking about here. So we've got this one dot, no enemy present. I do like the spot for a turret. It's a good one. It's tricky. I still don't know what is going on here. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Show you my inventory. So I've got all these things that I label ZZ. Oh, that needs to be repaired, obviously. I do this to put it at the bottom of the list. I think I'm gonna leave this for a little bit. Where their address, why not? Okay, so the reason why it puts it at the bottom, so you can just scroll to the top, get the combat armor chest piece. Actually, would be. What am I wearing? I always leave the last part. 15. Higher your health. So this is actually better because it just provides more damage resist. Man, combat helmet with the dress. That's funny. Actually, not digging it. Let's see. Here we go. Pink pantsuit. Perfect. Yep, that's annoying. Alright, let's see. So I'm going to try a couple of tricks. Just bear with me. Let's see if this thing works. Alright, let's run over here. You can see the indicator says it's 32 cases or clicks. That's a lot of rats I just took on. I've got a marker down. Let's remove that while I'm hanging out. So I'm not sure if this is actually stuck. One thing I can do, we can fast travel out and come back and see if it resets the enemy, which I've done successfully, but I've also done unsuccessfully. So, you know, nobody's perfect, or no method is, no program is, no game is. This game is far from perfect, but I love it. I think if this game were perfect, less people would want to play it. So in the middle of a defend event, you can build, and that is the difference. Okay, sweet. Maybe try that in the future. So I was just gonna place this fast travel target because I was gonna do that, but it's a good point. I don't even have a decent set of calling this character yet to be used. Why do I need to go through them a lot? So, I did the behemoth from Malonga. I did the Almahonga you saw me running around, right? And, you know, this grind event, like, yeah, I just leveled up. So, a good way to level up. You know, Naga, defend events, give you options. You don't have to quest if you don't want to. That's all I'm saying is, if you really want to go, this game is pretty open-ended. You just run around and kill monsters. You could spend your time building a base. You know, you can spend your Fallout first time farming resources from workshops. Have it in a private world. You don't want to fight people. You like fighting people out. I don't know. Never fails. does the trick, right? You can shoot with VATS. But if you were watching closely, you see that VATS just, I mean, yeah, you get a hit, but come on, zooming in and shooting, aiming yourself, that's, well, it's better for a lot of reasons. Let's just say the number one reason it's better, skill. Because you gotta actually aim. It's not just spoon-fed to you, easy shot, easy hit. You know, they scale it. This the thing is, in Fallout 4, VATS is everything, right? I loved it. I love it in this game too. It's still good. Just when you're looking at VAT for cards, let's do that. Concentrated fire, right? Gain more accuracy and damage per shot. That's great. If you land your shot, you have more, you know, and you should because it's accurate. But you run out of your AP, and then what are you gonna do? You're out of VATS. So learn to aim. That's all I'm saying. It's a better way. But you don't have to take my word for it. Alright, let's get into some trouble, huh? I'm feeling a little feisty. I don't know if I've had enough coffee today. I may have to refresh my coffee, but let's just find ourselves a little trouble. Alright, we're going to swap characters. Go from my low-level tank here, who is very dirty coming out of the vault, to Miss Mysterious. She is currently single, so if you are out there on the dating field of the wasteland, taking applications. She is quite feisty, though. Be prepared to have your head bit off a couple of times. Oh, level 36. I must have loaded my other noob character. Sorry, guys. I failed in my task here. Not. So I started a new character and canceled, and then when I loaded one of my previous characters, as I was loading, it said I was level 1, which is funny. I like that, yeah. If you feel like you could watch a video of someone doing a startup, please leave a comment letting me know. I would be more than happy to do a video of just a quick startup on Mononga. So. Okay, so let's see what we are looking at. We are hanging out in the wasteland. Maybe I'll check my inventory. Did I load a private server? Of course I did. Why did I do that? Why? Because I don't want griefers. But I'm a griefer, so go to the public server. Bear with me. Okay, I just want to show you guys endless load screens. You know, if you're not used to live stream videos, it's one of those things. I'm trying to be informational as we go. So if you like my live streams, you know, subscribe, tickle the bell icon, as I've heard said before. You know, do us all a favor and watch so that we can all play Fallout together, learn. I think more gamers should live stream their play. So if you heard that, you've been thinking about live streaming, or you've been thinking about doing videos on YouTube. And especially if you do not have the coronavirus right now, it's the perfect time. What are you waiting for? What else are you doing that you don't have time to do some YouTube videos? What else are you doing? What could be so important in your life that you have time to play Fallout, but you don't have time to YouTube? You tell me, alright? I'm leaving it open-ended. You tell me what's so important that you can get your own YouTube videos and your own live feed going. It's super easy, like super easy. Downloaded a free program for the streaming software. I have a free video editor, which I paid for, by the way. I paid for the video editor because I don't like their free version. I liked was doing though, I liked it enough that I paid for it. See, that's the thing. You'll learn in this world, you gotta pay for things that are good. You don't just get them for free. Like things that are good. Right? Private servers, they call it 76. That's a thing. That is good. And I pay for that privilege. Why? Oh, you're about to find out, aren't you? Let's take a look here. So server hopping for workshops. Check this first. You see I am on a public server though, plenty of camps around. This is the task. So if you are struggling with Reapers, or you're fed up with getting workshop because Reapers is what they do. They server hop, just like I am right now. They get out there, hop from server to server, looking for you in your workshop, looking for some easy targets, easy junk, because you drop your junk. I've got a few tricks that I like to do versus griefers, so I'd love to share those with you guys at some point, especially if I get comments asking for my tricks that I use against griefers trying to hit my workshops, because I've got a few good ideas. But I'm not going to just tell you guys right here in this video. I want comments, I want likes, let me know that you want these secrets, because I don't want the griefers to know. If I tell you all my secrets, well, then I'm telling all the griefers too, and then what? Then what do I have? I have no tricks. I have nothing secret. So if I just give it up, well, is this load bearing? Load bearing or load like? How big can load bearing? They could have called it load boring, because you bore the earth for things. Also because of the play on words. Okay, we got the dirt track level 40. So I'm gonna do it. This guy, I don't want to spend endless load screens. I kind of have a limit on the people that I will screw with. Level 40 is right around that limit, because you got you're low level. You got a level 200 player coming in, and he just kills you without any problem, and then then what are you left with? Like that's no fun. I'm not trying to discourage people from playing the game. So level 40, that's zone. I won't not grief you if you're low level though. Don't get me wrong. I just if you're like low level, say level 10 or less, I'll come in, I'll try to stab you with my dagger, and I might kill you a couple times. I may or may not take your junk depending on what you drop. Now this guy, he's level 40. Right. Normally, if it's a high level, I might try and sneak in, be a little sneaky, but this guy's level 40. If he checks his map, if he knows what's up, which if you've got a workshop, check your map. It's a good plan. But the way this works, pop a little stealth boy action here. Oh, no, invisible. So it can't be batched. Alright, I'm contesting. Now, I didn't set up my sniper spot and just slaughter him from the distance after contesting, which I've done. It was funny, but short-lived. Okay, let's go with... Why can't I see... Let's see what we got here. So claimed by Ziech. He left. He doesn't want to fight me, and he just told me that. He actually didn't want to fight me so much that he just completely disappeared. So, damn, this is what we're left with. See, I want to take your shit. Because you're half of your things that it belongs to me. Okay, let's just get real. I'm here for your junk. But when you do that, It just makes me want to try and find these. This dirt track used to be the most popular. So if you don't know, it's got a junk spot and 3 silver. Silver used to sell for 2, which is a really good rate. It was a 1 pound to 2 cap rate, which is pretty high for most junk. Most junk sells at a lower rate than that. Junk always sells better when you bulk it, but I don't think you can bulk silver. I think you just sell it straight up. So I can't remember. One of the few junk items you probably can't bulk. I don't think I've ever seen bulk silver, and I'll have to check that out later. Side tangent thought. Oh man, back to server hopping. So this is what I gotta do. I gotta find those people. So that guy, oh, it's down this one. My camp can't be placed. That is the first time. So there's a chance I could server hop right into the same server that guy was at. Oh yeah. Level 66. It's on. See if this guy will fight me. Hopefully he will. Level 66 should have a little bit more cojones than the level 40 guy. When I was level 40, if someone came up and contested my workshop, I did exactly what that guy did. So I gave him the chance to do that, kind of on purpose. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't just snipe him and call it good because, you know, that I don't know if that's more entertaining for you guys, but you get to see some tactics at least. Sneaking up on people, popping a stealth boy. You know, they can't find you. You can't VATS someone who's stealthed. If you can't VATS them and easy kill them, then what do you have? What are you going to do? You try and see their stealth body and shoot them while they're stealthed, and you can't auto aim. You've got to actually aim it yourself and see them yourself and do the work yourself. Man, it's like actually trying.
This is a Level 2 nuclear alert. Repeat, this is a Level 2 nuclear alert. Poseidon Energy Plant WV-06 has suffered a critical failure. Hazmat teams are en route. Please remain indoors and await further instructions.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Where's all the people? Well, we're going to feed the people then, I guess, because this it's just not working. Maybe it's not a good day for PvP. I don't know. We'll find out here. Let's do an event. In the world of priorities, this event is on the top. It may not be number 1, but it is literally, it needs to be your top 5 things that you prioritize in this game. Feed the people. All right. If you've never done Feed the People, I hope you learn a couple of things on how to grind this event, especially if no one else shows up, because solo doing this event is just as critical. You got to do it. If you don't know why, it's not for the experience, it's for the item you get at the end. It's canned goods, and those canned goods give you bonus experience. And bonus experience means you level up faster. It's kind of, 2 + 2 equals leveling up faster. So let's do that. Let's get our 2 + 2 on. Well, I heard the sound, but I'm still stuck in the load screen. That's fun.
Heads up, responders. The
No
food
way.
processing machines at Mama Dolce's
Man,
have
in here
finally
I
cooled
thought
down
it was
enough to
going
work
to be
again.
a CTD.
I've set them up to make cans of stew using the ingredient containers spread around the factory. Well, the machines make a hell of a racket, so you'll probably get some unwanted
they?
guests.
Are the machines noisy somehow? Machines that make canned goods make a little bit of noise, you think? You know, all the metal, grinding on metal.
Law enforcement authorities now have prime
gears
Primary
moving,
responsibility for apprehension.
conveyor belts. Yeah, might be a little noisy. I don't know. Man, this is super fun going on. Oh yeah. Forgot that I switched to my high level here. There was no reason to bats that guy. Lag is the reason to bats. Let me check a couple of things real quick.
Step into the open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear.
Oh good, somebody showed up. Give him a thumbs up because I appreciate his help with this lag I'm experiencing. Alright, I'm going to start doing my thing. So if you have done this event before, this guy, nobody's, oh, it isn't powered up. Alright, let's see, we powered him up. Oh yeah, so I thought for some reason, no, what I'm thinking is the next step is to activate after you collect all these. So I know where they all are at. Done this event enough times, and you kind of learn it. But hey, this is a good way to go. Get those two over there. There's one right here. When you're on your last legs and like trying to find them, this is the one that people will often miss. And then over here, the two up here, one that goes right there. I don't know why they're disappeared. Maybe somebody grabbed them. One appears in the walker there, one appears right there. They also made it easier to load them into
Area
so
secure.
there'd be two up here. There's one right here. There's supposed to be one right here. Deposit ingredients, guys. Something is going on with Fallout today. There'd be one somewhere over here. Alright, I think back there. There's one right here. There's one right there. There's two in here. I think either in this waste basket or over here in that basket. One of those two spots. And then there's two in the bathroom where Starburst over here is at. I am checking, I think I changed my click to talk to something else. I can talk to this guy. Push talk. T for talk. Let's try that. Oh man, is this glitched out today or what? Seems like Fallout's having some problems. Guy doesn't have a mic.
Your attempted escape is only making things worse for you. Attention, citizens. You may now resume your normal activities.
Control terminal. Yeah, that was wrong. Deactivate. Okay. So this red guy over here.
Commencing attack on hostile target.
I think it's awesome. I want to get it. So you'll see with it here in the near future. They call it the Ranger Power Armor. but honestly, he looks like a Power Ranger, so it's more like the Power Ranger Red Rocket. Alright, get some nuke on that. Now we'll get out. Starters. There. Here. Oh, perfect. I don't think we need to do anything, guys. So, next to teamwork, let's just take a look at the price. Running my locks. Going to solo. This is not complicated.
Intruder. Identify yourself.
I hear him coming right in. Do that. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Oh man, here I thought I was gonna have to do it. What started? Okay, so we are experiencing a little glitch today. Not just me. So go hit the thing, come on. There's 3 spots that might light up. You have this spot, which is the fuse box. Repair the pipe, that's the tall one. Okay, good. Thank goodness. That pipe is... So there's also a valve. Valve is this right here. Right here is a valve. The pipe is all the way upstairs. You get to it here. I'm assuming you can jump to here. You can jump up here and then mash the button to have pipe and accept the first cost and get it done. So those are the 3 places. You got the fuse box, you've got the wheel, and you got the pipe. It's the pressure pump. There will be one more interesting thing. You know, that was the pipe, so what I'm going to do is stand by the box again, and if I can repair it before someone hits the computer, then what'll happen is it glitches, and the sound, the ringing bell sound, got stuck the last time I did that, so I'm going to do that again for you. Because everybody loves an alarm sound that's perma stuck. It's like automatic gunfire that is continuing even though there's no one shooting anymore, and it's just going on in the background. Dun, 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 dun. It's like, wow, why? Who's firing? Who's there? Fight at it. Walk up to the turret. I see it's just rotating back and forth without actually firing. And somehow, it's still making a sound. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen that glitch, you'll probably know it somewhere. Doing my part, getting ready to fix this. Flip a coin right now. Would it be heads or tails? People are like looking at me. Look at this guy just throws a grenade at me. What is that? Is that gas grenade? I got a gas mask. I think I got denied. Well, look forward to it on the next video. Unless they fixed it. No, pressure is not. so many quests on there. Got herself an asteroid. Alright, well everybody seems to have it under control, huh? We've got 3 seconds left on this event, so call that a success. Here's the reason why we do the event. This event, top 5 priority. Here we go. 5 reward. Ooh, got a plan. It's that 5 canned meat stew though. And look at that experience, 209. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, that was Mama Dolce's Feed the People event. Well worth it. So, I doubt he'll come and contest that. Oh, federal disposal. Wow. Federal disposal field win. Okay. So, this is another workshop. I take over. Why? 3 nuclear spots. You need some nuclear material. This is the workshop for you. I'm pretty sure that every time it's super mutants, I think it's just an automatic always super mutant, so you don't really have another option for the enemies you're going to fight. Well, so there's an acid spot and an oil spot, the 3 nuclear, and there might be one more that I can't remember. Give it a second to load. Hit M for map. Here we go. But M for map is not working, so let's just try something else. It says food. Water. Checking which way I need to go first. So I'm coming down here to loot it, and if the guy shows up to contest it, great. But he probably won't. He'd be stupid to do that. I mean, you know, when you spend all those resources on an area, why wouldn't you contest it? Not in the zone yet. Okay, so here's what happened. He took it over and he left. All the nuclear spots are in this. Red scorpion. Take that. Okay, so this is danger. There's no reason to crouch anymore. I'm already discovered. Out. You know, honestly, I would have thought that the scorpion venom would be a little stronger. Considering the size of the rad scorpion, technically one sting from that thing should really just either it should do its work. It should paralyze you or whatever the toxin is. It should just work on a human. It shouldn't have any. There should be no survival, to be honest. Um, Considering the size of the stinger too, not just the size of the creature, but the size of the stinger itself, it would leave a giant puncture wound. The amount of toxin that he would, you know, just like inject in you in that one sting. I mean, come on. It'd be like if there's a giant spider, giant black. Let's get specific. A giant black widow spider roaming around this game, and when you fight it and it bites you, it doesn't like its poison has had barely any effect. It'd be like that. You know, a spider of that size would deliver an incredible amount of venom, and with the level of toxicity that we already know black widows have, I mean, yeah. Anyway, so all I'm saying is some of these enemies should be buffed up. I should be afraid of those scorpions, not the other way around, and I think they are afraid of me. I want to be afraid of them, even at level 200. I want the behemoth to be more of a challenge. You boost him up, or not, so that low people can level. I really don't care. Okay, well, trouble to be had is not a this thing here. He doesn't even have any bit. Still looking for trouble. Maybe I will find some. Maybe some will find me. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to take this load screen to grab more coffee in my beverage. So if I die when I load back in, it's because I wasn't sitting down at my computer managing that. So hey, let's just take a look here. I mean, everybody's got to have coffee, right? It's pretty important. Yep, give me just a moment. Appreciate your patience. All right, a little liquid black. Love it. Let's get set back up here. So we're looking for trouble. Just tuning in. We don't know what's going on yet. What have we done so far? We did a little Mononga. Experienced a lot of lag doing that. Did a little feed the people. Tried to get a couple of people on, but they left. So they didn't want to fight me. We're going to look for someone to fight. I just logged into this server here. We are in the pub. So I think that, honestly, people are getting wise to the tricks to being griefed. You know, if you've been playing this game, you already know that you take over a workshop, somebody will show up and contest you and try to get you, right? You already know that. So, you know, I'm not seeing as many workshops around the public servers. And if you watch enough of my videos, you're gonna hear me say it enough. You know, if you want a workshop, you want to build, you want to farm. Okay, I love building, I love farming. I like Minecraft. It's a great game. Highly recommend Minecraft. You know, and if you're looking for a Minecraft environment, then you need to pay for Fallout first. If you want Minecraft, if you want the Minecraft experience of Fallout, go to a private world and play by yourself. If you're looking for friends, you can go to public servers, of course. But workshops, you know, that's where it changes. You take over a workshop, you got people like me showing up, trying to take your shit, because half your shit belongs to me. All right, and if you don't believe me, come and duke it out at a workshop sometime. Go ahead, anytime. You and me, let's go. Workshop 101. Yep. I've got some good weapons, and to be honest, I like to use a weapon that levels the playing field. I don't want to go in with my super cheese, insta gib, one shot kills all things in like my sniper or whatever. Like I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound like any fun. I don't want to come and one shot people that can't fight me back. Where's the fun in that? I do, however, want to one shot players that are super high level like myself. That's fun. But the low level people, they come at you with a dagger, just stab you a couple of times. And if it kills you, well, shoot, you better get some armor. When it comes to levels in this game, levels matter, but only because it gets you from cards, right? The same gun in any level player's hand obviously is gonna do more or less based on perk cards, but I mean my point is that a low level player can be just as deadly as a high level with a good weapon. So this guy's not contesting. I think the other thing is when you want to contest workshops, it's very helpful to go onto the map and see if that character or player is still on the field. That was this guy though. So just there's a couple of things I could do right now, but honestly, I'm just gonna type in surgery. I don't think you get experience when you take over a workshop when you steal it from someone else. You do get experience from taking it over on your own though. It's a good way if you run it through the wilderness. I think we've seen 2 workshops that happen to actually. Today in this video, we have seen 2 of them. And there are workshops where somebody was running by, kill the enemies, take it over. Quick experience, quick rewards. You get a plan for taking over workshops. It's a great way to start collecting your plans and getting those learned. You take it over and then you move on. Someone comes and contests it, who cares? You just took it over for the experience of taking it over. Anytime I find myself at a workshop, I generally take it over for the experience of it, even if I don't plan to build on it. If you have ever taken over all of the workshops on the map, please send me a message. I have many questions and I will eventually do a video showing me doing that. But right now my max amount of workshops I would say is about 5 or 6. I think I did 6 once, but that was with my friend. And so between us we had 6 workshops, and when you're running around with I know I've done 5 by myself, and I was continuously defending those 5. I really just did not have time to go and build more at another workshop. You could hop to every workshop and just claim it and walk away, sure, but to go back and own it and defend it, that's kind of, you could get a lot of experience that way. The experience comes to you as well. All right, so we got the Tyler County Dirt Track by Dawn Mouse. Dawn Mouse, level 10. So trick, free fast travel. Like I need to save caps, and I'm still going to. I don't need to save on caps, but I will every time. If I really wanted to get misery about it, I'll equip my perk card for fast traveling, the one that lowers your cost. Got like a picture of a map on it. Okay, over here. 5, 10. Okay. 6 caps this time instead of 45. Yeah, saved a significant amount of caps. I just had to sit through 2 load screens for it. But you don't. You don't have to sit through any load screens. You can skip every single one of them. In fact, on these videos here that I'm doing where I'm server hopping, I do highly recommend, I am being informational, so by all means check it out, but you don't have to sit through the load screens. You can just skip past them is what I'm saying. You're not subject to real time when you're reviewing a video. You're on your own time. Alright, so I am visible on map, and now not visible. He built. Okay, so this is a good sign, because this is the sign that says he may come back to contest it. Did he lock his stuff up? No, he didn't. Take it all in first. Little rat bots. Shout out to my brother for calling them rat bots. That name is stuck. If I can realize they are rat bots. That's what they're called. I'm about to level up to level 201. Alright, let's check the map. Always good. Always check the map. Not seeing the level 10 anymore. He was up there, but he's no longer up there. If I had to take a guess, he's gone. So we're going to contest to see if he shows up anyway, and then when it's mine, I'm going to lock those units and maintain ownership, and then we'll go over to the munitions factory and see if we can get some trouble over there then. The only reason I'm holding off on just jumping over the munitions is I want to give somebody a chance to come and contest this from me. Cards on, because this is not going to be a fight. Let's see, so we've got those 2 resource gatherers there. He's got some power pylons. You know, I want to be honest, I hate war. I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to mine it. See, he's missing out right now, because this junk spot here is probably the best thing in this location. It used to be the need for silver, but they lowered the sell price on silver, so you don't even get as many caps for it. It's not even worth collecting and selling. Used to be, it was worth it. Well, used to be. So it is a past tense way of life here. Man, what a crappy little workshop. I'm sorry, level 10, if you're watching this video and you see me trash talking the workshop, you did a great job. Good for you. Next time, don't waste your time on this workshop, though. It really isn't worth it. And take the junk spot, because you missed out there heavily. It's a big miss out, actually. I bet I need to compare some things. There are some things you can look for when you are trying to decide if you're going to attack a player, and this little Fallout First box is one of those things you should look for. Okay, you see a Fallout First box, then they probably don't have junk on them. This guy, see, there's a stash box with Fallout First. He's He's got 2 weapon benches. One of the videos out there, I think it was Laura Spade was attacking me at the weapons factory, and he commented that I didn't have a weapons workbench. And the reason for that is because the munitions factory already has a weapons and an armor workbench, and all you have to do is relocate them to where you want. You cannot store them, you can only scrap them, but you can relocate them. So when you're looking at how to build and things like that, when you interact with the workshop, anything that already exists there is generally not storable. You can check, there might be a chance, but mostly you can just move it around. So, and then if I'm really dedicated to a spot, I will always remove everything that I can that is just in the way, not desirable, whatever it is, little barrels or desks, any of that stuff. I generally just remove it, get it out of the way, have a nice super clean workshop, get the budget way low as much as possible, because you don't, unless you're doing an epic build, I guess. Okay, so I'm running to the wrong workshop. Saw it on my radar and said, hey, that looks like a good time. And again, I didn't check it appropriately. Let's try this again. So you can find me with 2 different characters. Obviously this high level one I'm rolling around with, and then the one you just saw there named Pink. Okay, north, south, east, going west. If this guy shows up in contests and he actually managed to get a few kills on me, or even 1 kill on me, I'm probably going to jump in my power armor. The catch is, without power armor, I have a bunch of assassin armor pieces, so I'm reducing the amount of damage you can do to me, but you unequip all that when you put on power armor. So, when you're looking at PvP battles, someone who's not wearing power armor may be more impressive to know what they're doing. They may have assassin pieces, they may have bolstering, they may have some other things that really give them an advantage over you in your because power armor just gives you armor, essentially. That's what you have. Good armor. Alright, look at all those turrets. Oh wait, sorry. So 41 caps, so what's it gonna cost? I didn't even see if this guy was online. Okay, the shadow. Let's just see if it's even. This is another thing to do, guys, is if you want to fight, see if they're online. If they're not online, they're not gonna show up to fight it. Okay, so this guy got smart. He blocked off the way in. Or at least he thinks he did. If you think you can block off a workshop completely so that no one can get in, I mean, there you go. You got to block all these doors. Oh, pick lock. You want me to pick it? Maybe I should just get wanted. I mean, I am looking for trouble. If I'm wanted, people will come and try to get me. They're like, oh, free kill on the wanted guy. I bet he has this thing locked though. Let's see what kind of ammunition he's making. I cannot believe that. Okay, so this is what I do. Munitions factory, see this spot right here? I love this spot right here. Thanks for the 100 rounds of ammunition I'm going to use to kill you. And I hope you see this video. It doesn't show their ownership anymore. Nobody's here. Nobody showed up. So my workshop is not contested yet, or his workshop. Okay, there. Now it is contested. He is in the zone. He is looking for me. And he's on the map. Now all I'm going to do is sit right here and wait. Very mentats. Man, and that's it. And I'm going to do this so you can see where it was, if he's still there. See if I get his bag, huh? He had a bag. So here's what we'll do. Oh my god, it's loaded. So I was thinking of not taking the entire bag and just leaving one item in it so that his bag is sitting there, but he is so loaded right now that I just cannot resist. Oh, he's got to be so pissed. Oh my god, I would be so angry right now. Where are those going? I just want to get this junk down. I want all his junk. I mean, I said half of it belongs to me, but the half is the half that I say, so. Oh, what good loot! Oh. Oh, what a fool. Oh my god. Dude, if you are listening right now, you should not have shown up to contest a workshop with that much junk on you. I cannot. Oh man, dude. Seriously, leave me a comment. I'll give you some presents or something. I mean, oh, thank you for the contributions. This will help me survive in the wasteland. Here's that weapons workbench I was telling you all about that was commented that I didn't build. It's already built. It's right there. And all you have to do is take it from that room, place it down here. I don't know what this crap is. Stupid rug. I can think of that. Oh, and it starts. Oh, doors? Yeah. Remove doors. They get in the way. Guaranteed. If you want to have an easier time in your workshop, those doors gotta go. So you all saw how I got in, right? You know, I found a door, and then this door was locked, and then I just went up and around it. This area has so many, like, blocking this is great against players. But he didn't finish the job. You know, because you could get in up here. I bet this door is locked. Oh, I don't want me to pick it. When you own this workshop, you do not have to pick this door. You don't have to solve this. You can just scrap the door, and then it's out of your way, and then you can get everything that's in this room. Which is this is the second best room, I think. They have it all locked away, and they're trying to say, "Oh yeah, this is a good spot." You know, there's a globe over in the corner, some shit on the shelf, and you know, you can pick up a baseball grenade. There's ammo over here, footlocker, whatever. It's pretty good. As far as rooms in this place go, this is a good one. But I'm gonna tell you the best place, my favorite at least, is this room up here on the top. When you're taking it over, Their super mutants up here is usually 2 in this zone and then 1 in here. So the reason why I like this room, you got military grade circuit board here, coolants, there's ammo. Look at that, 3 wins. Some other things to loot. More ammo, huh? Can't go wrong with the ammo. I should just be taking everything without hesitation. I'm in a workshop. Except arrows. The fans. You should know. Oh, psycho. Let's get a little psycho in here. You should always know that fans. Screws, gears, oil, nuclear material, copper. You know, a lot of these things are very expensive. Fans, I think they give you copper and screws. There are 2 of that list, so. Alright. I'm a little annoyed that he didn't lock this. Oh look, I was also annoyed that it wasn't making noise, but now it is. Where is this going? Oh, okay. This thing, when not in its current state, I think it produces 10 power, which is barely enough for me. That's the way this is really not fun. This channel is not for children. Like this. If I can, I will go and edit that out. What are we shooting? Worthless level 1 turrets, what are you shooting? More rad scorpions? No way. This must be the day of the Scorpio. Which is why I came out. But oh, that's you target things that I cannot see. Tree. There we go. Should be. Yeah, spray and pray. Maybe he'll run over here. That should get his attention. No. Darth Vader scorpions. Scorpions with the power to wield the Force. They will levitate you and sting you in the air. Look out. Hey, so fun fact about Star Wars, not related to this game in any way, shape, or form, but the Force is literally just magic. Yeah, they're using magic to make things happen. If you insist on calling it the Force, that's okay, because I'm still going to call it the Force. But I'm going to call it the Force knowing that what it is a magic power that some people have and others do not. So they're kind of like sorcerers, or maybe similar to wizards, but more like a sorcerer. You know, the magic ability is innate. They can just kind of make things happen with their mind. Telekinesis, you know, it's just magic. Calling it the Force is a relatable way to get away from the word magic and still have a word that is what a synonym, very similar to, you know, like there's this epic entity called the Force in the world, and no, it's not magic. It's very scientific. Anyway, so that's my blurb about Star Wars. Not that I'm saying I don't like Star Wars. I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say that, man. Come on, I like Star Wars. I like magic. Like magic in Star Wars. Magic Wars. Star Magic Star Wars, Star Magic Wars, something like that. You know, just. I mean, if you want a scientific environment, by all means, go Star Trek. It's all based on science. I mean, some of it's made up science, but it's science. You know, if you like science, if you like the scientific method, Star Trek might be a little more up your alley because they're not running around using magic. You know, they have kind of they have a flux capacitor for everything, if you know what I mean by that. If you don't know what I mean by that, you are probably pretty young and you've never seen Back to the Future. So if you haven't seen Back to the Future, you need to get caught up right now. You need to stop watching this video. You need to go watch Back to the Future. And then when you're done watching it, you need to come back here to this video and leave me a comment telling me how much you enjoyed watching the video from the 80s, I think. And also, you know, let me know if you get the flux capacitor joke, because I would be very disappointed if you go all of that, watch the video, come back and comment, and still don't get the joke. So I'm gonna say the joke is there's a flux capacitor for everything. I was talking about Star Trek, but you can say that about any kind of scientific. One of the greatest movies, actually, still holds a candle to today's media. Starship Troopers. If you haven't seen that movie, go check it out. Seriously, stop watching this video right now, or better yet, watch the video and Starship Troopers at the same time. Get your phone out, put one on your phone, keep the other one on whatever other device you want. Level 201. Okay. You know, as much as I'd love to level a perk right now, I know I had something that I was focusing on recently, but drawing a bunch of blanks. They're going to be adding perk cards to the game, and I had a whole bunch of levels set up for that event specifically. But I decided to spend those levels. Sorry, I got distracted. I was trying to figure out what event that was. I think I already knew what it was from. Oh, I should have relooted the ammo. I think I need it. Nope, lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. If you have any questions, please shoot them to me. I don't really have a lot of time to just keep checking back on my live chat. So it's not really going to be the best way to get a hold of me. If you have questions when I'm doing live streams, my computer isn't the greatest, so it has some trouble just managing all the programs at the same time. So if you do want to get a hold of me, by all means, track me down, send me an email, whatever. You know, you can probably find me or a way to contact me on Facebook. It shouldn't be too difficult. If you're having trouble, leave a comment on the page and let me know that you can't find me or can't contact me. If you want to be my friend on Fallout, send me a friend request, and you know, I don't really care. I'll accept it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to grief you. It just means I'm likely not to grief you. So send me a friend request if you really don't want to be griefed. You know, send me that request, because it's a pretty good chance I'm not going to grief my friends. You know, you're my friend. I like my friends. I might even team up with you and do some events or something. But like, griefing my friends isn't really something that I desire. So yeah. If you're a dog owner, don't let your dogs poop in other people's yards. And if they do poop in other people's yards, please scoop that poop. I just watch my neighbor do that in my yard. And other than going out there and yelling at them, there's not really much I can do. I think I'm just going to start growing some lavender, because dogs don't like lavender. And maybe that will deter them from wanting to poop in my yard. Can't really do anything about the dogs wanting to poop in my yard, but I can do something about my neighbors. So yeah, it's a person problem, not a dog problem. A lot of dogs don't want don't own a dog, but I like dogs, you know. And the thing is, like, people need to be responsible. You can't really expect to know that it's someone's yard that they should not poop in. If you do have a dog, maybe encourage it to poop in your own yard. That's a thought, you know, because you have a yard. And instead of taking your dog to other people's yards to poop in, it should poop in yours. And you can scoop it as infrequently as you want. Won't affect me. It's not my yard. It's your yard. Your dog, your yard. Your problem. But you bring your dog over here to my yard, you make it my problem. Man, just lucky I'm busy. I'm busy doing this gaming thing, because if I wasn't, I might have yelled at them through the window or something. I don't know. Just tell them how I feel about it. Yep. Pet peeve of mine, because I'm not a dog owner. See, if I had a dog, maybe I would be a little more sympathetic. Because when you're the one who has to walk the dog, you know, and then your dog just does that whole squat down thing, and you try to pull it by the leash, but then it's like, no, I'm doing this now. This is happening, and you're like, no, here, but this is my neighbor's yard, and you're like, and the dog's like, no, I don't care. I have to go right now. I'm 3, and this is an emergency. So I'm gonna do it right here in this yard. And then you're like, oh, come on, dog, I have to get my little plastic bag out, and then I have to put it around my hand, and then I have to use that plastic hand to pick up said feces. And, you know, that's gross. Nobody wants to do that. So instead, they kind of look away, and they shift around uncomfortably, and their dog does its thing, and then it looks sad about it because it knows it's doing the wrong thing. And then they both look the other way and walk the other way. And they're like, oh, yeah, I didn't see nothing. You know, the dog's just like prancing like nothing happened, and the human's just like, yeah, I didn't have to touch that. And meanwhile, some poor neighbor who's trying to mow his lawn, busy stepping in, hopefully not wet. Hopefully not wet. Man, I don't know where this rant went. Why I started ranting about dogs. I mean, I'm really just trying to pass the time for server hopping, which is going to be, I'm going to be done with this here. Because clearly I'm bored. I'm talking about my neighbor and their dog. And their rude behavior of letting their dog go to the bathroom in my yard. I don't even care. Somebody yelled at me once back. They're like, it's just pee. I just don't care. I can't see that from my house. I can't see that your dog is doing what it's doing. I don't care. Take your dog across the street to the neighbor's yard over there. Take your yard, your own yard. It's such an easy solution. Obviously, this bothers me. So I'm going to just stare at my loading screen. Look at this sweet picture we've got. I'm doing the walking pose. I've got the unpainted excavator armor on. That takes me back. I can't tell you the last time I had an unskinned armor on. I must have been pretty low level. You know, in my 30s, my 40s. On my first character, nonetheless. Okay, guys. Well, trying to get into some trouble, and this is a bust again. Another bust. Lots of ammo plans. Armor, 2 weapons. Okay. We'll do one more server hop. Well, we did get one on the munitions factory, and you know, if you're watching this video, that's the one to go and review. I may try and edit it. I don't know the settings that are available to me yet, but if I can edit that part out, I will just cut that out and post it as its own video too, so y'all can not have to filter through this super long live stream. If you're liking my content, and you have comments, please leave them. You definitely want to hit the like button, definitely subscribe to my channel. Also subscribe to Warlord Nero's channel. He's my friend. He and I team up all the time. We grief people together. We like to do builds. We like to do trap bases and just have fun. This is the wasteland. If you can't hack it, don't come here. Thanks for watching my video. And looks like we got super lucky here on this tin lily. So let's just see what we got ourselves into here. Rule number 1, check the map. I didn't do that, so let's check the map. I mean, I checked the map to see if this was taken over. But... Oh, tin lily's right behind me. That's him over there. Is he gonna look at me? Did he even see me? Alright, I'm just gonna snipe this guy. Sucks to be him. Oh, no I'm not. I can't contest it. Yeah, I'm already, the cover's blown. I'll just try to look at shit. You know? Requires a higher pickpocket skill. Just see what happens. Okay guys, I'm gonna pick this lock. We're gonna get wanted. Rounds, wanted. 10 cap wants. And he's still pretty low, but I'm gonna go with my fire rate on this. I am missing a button on my wheel. I'm not sure why it keeps disappearing from my wheel. I have to keep reassigning it. Oh, he left. Alright, you get one guess. What enemy? There. I like that plan. It's a good one. Coca-Cola grenade. Well, damn, you even get wanted. Like, you get free shots on someone who's wanted. Alright, so I'm claiming this workshop, I'm going to leave, and it will maintain ownership after I do that, and I believe it'll still maintain ownership even if that bar ticks all the way down. So there's a couple of little tricks that I've used to bait people. What you do is you contest the workshop, but you want to hang out around the border. And if they don't show up to contest, you just hop over the border, let the contest go away, so the bar will tick back the opposite direction where it was, and you just let it do that. And then after it's done, you can recontest it again, and that might get the player's attention, and they might then show up to go and fight. Which I'm going to employ this technique right now. No guarantees on anything, but I'm just going to show you how it works. I can guarantee that I'll show you how it works, but not that anybody will show up to fight. So if you aren't familiar with, I was going to talk about being wanted, but I'm not wanted anymore. What? Oh, no. I'm so wanted. Why doesn't it show me my wanted? Where do you see that? You can see all my mutations. Full mutations. So I would think that under effects, you know, that's where you see your bonuses.